an episode. We go live Monday through Friday. Usually we start at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, but I don't really have a streaming schedule right now because we're like a month and a half out from the election, and the news is just coming and coming and coming and coming and going and going and going, and it's all over the place, up and down, and people are going to clip that. Damn it. People are going to clip that. Damn it. Oh, I just walked into that one. Like a total retard. Yes. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the news, the big news of the day. Let's start with, let's see, chaos. Oh, that's the wrong one. We'll start here. I'm surprised they don't have an article up on that yet. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Let's start here because I was telling people, don't expect much from Republicans, dude. Don't expect much. Here we go. Here we go. Breaking news, the SAVE Act, paired with the spending package, fails to pass the House, of course. Of course. Because Republicans decide to wait this long to do something like this, right? They know it's going to fail. They knew it would fail the first time they pushed it. They knew the first time that the Senate would reject it, and they knew that this time when they attach it to the spending bill that it's going to get rejected again as well. On Wednesday, the SAVE Act, paired with a stopgap government funding package, was voted down with 202 yays and 2020 nays. This comes as illegal immigration and border security combined with concerns over voter fraud have been raised in the country. The Safeguard American Voter Eligibility, the SAVE Act, paired with a stopgap, has been a move that House Speaker Mike Johnson, as well as Donald Trump, have supported in recent weeks. Should have been done like 3 years ago. On Wednesday, the package paired with the SAVE Act did not pass the House. Not good news, but I know people look at me and they're like, Drew, you're being real black-pilled. You're a doomer, dude. No, I just tell it like it is, and I try to, prepare my audience for what's obviously coming. Right? And here we are. On Wednesday, the package paired with the SAVE Act did not pass the House. The act would prevent non-citizens from voting by requiring the Americans provide proof of citizenship to register to vote. Based. What the hell is wrong with that? A total of 14 Republicans as well as 206 Democrats voted against the bill. The Republican House members who voted against it included Representatives Lauren Boebert, Tim Burchett, Elijah Crane, Matt Gaetz, Andy Biggs, Doug Lamborn, Nancy Mace, Corey Mills, Mike Rogers, Matthew Rosendale, Gregory S., Beth Van Dwyne, Wesley Hunt, and Jim Banks. GOP reps Tommy Massey and MTG voted present during the roll call. No, they're not going to shut down the government, dude. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything. Stop thinking Republicans are on your side. That's what I try to tell people. The Uniparty hates you. They hate Trump, and they want Trump to fail. Okay? That's you got to understand that. Unfortunately, that's how it is. The spending package would have avoided the upcoming government shutdown deadline as well as funded the government up until March 2025. 3 Democrats voted in favor of the funding paired with the SAVE Act. These included Representatives Donald Davis, Jared Golden, and Mary G. Perez. We'll draw up another play and we'll come up with a solution, House Speaker Mike Johnson said about the vote. Oh, wow, great. Yeah, you waited a month and a half to decide to do this? While you wasted time for the past 4 years, nearly 4 years, giving money to Israel and giving money to Ukraine and screwing this year, wasting time and taxpayer money on Israel and Ukraine when you should have been doing this, not waiting a year and a half before the most imperative, critical election of our entire history. No, we have to make sure Israel has billions of dollars. That's our focus for the past nearly 4 years as Republicans. But here we are. Screw us, right? Screw us. We're at the bottom of the barrel. America last. I know. Trust me, I know. I'm beyond sorry. But this is why I tell people, don't get your hopes up. Don't be like a cringe beggar all up and down X. I'm telling you, all these right-wing influencers on X and these show hosts, please, Mike Johnson, guys, please do this. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You're right. With voting already started in Pennsylvania, early voting has already started. They don't give a damn, dude. They want Trump to lose. The neocons, they want him out. The rhinos, they're done. They're willing to allow Kamala to get installed if it means throwing Trump overboard. Do you not understand that? I didn't expect otherwise, but anytime I've been talking like this for the past 3 years, and people call me, you're black-pilled, you're just not hopeful. Oh my God, Drew, you're just such a downer. I can't listen to you. Yeah, because I end up being right about this stuff. Oh, here's Mike Johnson giving you some false hope. Here you go. You didn't get any bread this month. But we'll draw up another plan for next month. We'll make sure you get a scrap. We'll draw up a plan and make sure you get a scrap next month, all right? You beggar, you pathetic piece of trash. We'll draw up another play and we'll come up with a solution, House Speaker Mike Johnson said about the vote per PBS. I'm already talking to colleagues about their many ideas. We have time to fix the situation and we'll get right to it. We'll get right to it. We have time. We are literally about a month and a half away from nearly losing the United States of America. And this is Republicans' attitude. We have time. We'll figure it out. Okay, dude. It's an FU. It's a middle finger to you. They don't give a damn. They hate you. They hate Trump. They want Trump out. That's why he'll drag his feet like this. Don't you think something like the SAVE Act should have been done maybe in like 2022 before the midterms at the latest? No. We got to worry about Israel. We got to worry about Ukraine. We got to worry about all that. That's what we got to worry about. That's what Republicans have been focused on. Johnson announced the plan for the vote on Tuesday afternoon after several GOP House members expressed opposition last week, forcing a delay in the vote. He said, because we owe this to our constituents, we will move forward on Wednesday. See how they view you like that? We owe this to our constituents, right? We owe this to our constituents. I guess we should get to this. We owe them something. We owe these peasants something, I guess. You work for us, dude. You see the mentality? Please, Mike Johnson, please. This is why I don't do this. You won't find Drew Hernandez begging all up and down X. Come on, Mike Johnson, do the right thing. Listen to the people, please. You're not going to find me. Because we owe this to our constituents, we will move forward on Wednesday with a vote on the 6-month CR with the SAVE Act attached. I urge all of my colleagues to do what the overwhelming majority of the people of this country rightfully demand and deserve. Prevent non-American citizens from voting in American elections, Johnson said at the
Start the stream. Yes, you fucking loser. You're gay? What game are you playing?
time.
Star Wars.
A poll from McLaughlin and Associates earlier this year shows that over 80% of voters support the statement. Proof of United States citizenship should be required to register to vote in American elections. You know, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, you know. It's all this coming. It's all this coming. I hate to say it. Republicans hate you, dude. It's obvious Democrats hate you. That's why I think people like show hosts, you hear these retards like the Democrats are the bad guys, but the Republicans are the good guys because the Republicans freed the slaves back in the Civil War. It's like, yeah, dude, that's not how it is right now. Okay, we understand that. We get that. That's like a 2017 take. Okay, we get it for normies to like get red pilled and support Trump. But like, dude, you gotta stop. You gotta stop thinking that and saying that right now. Republicans hate us.
That's usually how it is.
They hate Trump. These rhinos. There's only a select few of America First Republicans.
Well, just gonna have to figure that shit out.
And if you're in denial about that, I do not know what to tell you. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you.
A second.
I don't know what to tell you. Millions of illegal aliens will be voting in this upcoming election. They can't do something as basic as this, right? Oh, they could generate support. We all got to get together for a vote. Send billions to Israel and Ukraine. We'll wave the damn flags. We'll wave the flags in the House, on the House floor. But not us. We can't get us. That's too hard. We can't get our election integrity. No, we can't. Oh, Mike Johnson says, "Oh, we tried. We tried."
To build now another
fail. Come on, dude.
Fucking jet.
Knowing it'll turn into a debate, months-long debate.
It's a Chinese jet.
Crazy, dude. It really is, and I'm not surprised. I'm not at all. Okay, where is
what's it called?
My link?
Chengdu.
I wanted to. Here it is. I wanted to touch on this because this was a big story today. Teamsters Union declines to endorse either candidate in 2024 election.
the hell? What's the point of those two little wings up front? Split?
Election, despite members' overwhelming support for Trump. This is huge. Following the release of internal polling showing major support
How
for
much it
Trump
costs to
among
make that one?
members, the Teamsters Union said on Wednesday that it would not be endorsing any candidate for president in the 2024 election. This comes after the union endorsed Biden in 2020. Sounds like things didn't go according to plan. After reviewing 6 months of nationwide member polling and wrapping up nearly a year of rank and file round.
What do you mean, merge? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. It's bigger than enough 22. Hmm. Probably closer to like 4.5 or something. So then it's probably like the biggest jet. Holy shit. Oh, I think it'd only go Mach 2. That sucks.
roundtable interviews with all major candidates for the presidency, the union was left with few commitments on top Teamsters issues from either former President Donald Trump or Vice President Kamala Harris, and found no definitive support among members for either party's nominee. A press release from the union stated.
Kind of basically rips off everything, right? So.
The press release noted that Biden, when he was still in the race, received more support in straw polls at local unions, but polling conducted after Harris took Biden's place showed that Trump received more support for a possible Teamsters endorsement. The union's extensive member polling showed no majority support for Vice President Harris and no universal support among the membership for President Trump, the union said. Teamsters General President Sean M. O'Brien said in a statement, "The Teamsters thank all candidates for meeting with members face-to-face during our unprecedented roundtables. Unfortunately, neither major candidate was able to make serious commitments to our union to ensure the interests of working people are always put before big business." Even though Trump has majority of dominating support. "We sought commitments from both Trump and Harris not to interfere in critical union campaigns or core Teamsters industries and to honor our members' right to strike, but were unable to secure those pledges. Our mission as union representatives is clear: to be honest and upfront, to be inclusive, and above all, to be transparent with our membership. As the strongest and most democratic labor union in America, it was vital for our members to drive this endorsement process. Democrats, Republicans, and independents proudly call our union home, and we have a duty to represent and respect every one of them.
Oh yeah, because
We strongly encourage all our members to
right?
vote in the upcoming election and to remain engaged in the political process. But this year, no candidate for president has earned the endorsement of the Teamsters International Union." Yeah, but the majority of them want Trump.
What was that?
The press release stated that during Teamsters
rank, it was like a stealth jet. It's a U.S. Stealth jet. It's like all black. It's just like sharp angles. No, the stream is kind of delayed. Just let me. No, not the SR-71. It's smaller than that, and it's newer. Like it's not as like iconic as that. Um, it's a really I no, not that one either. Um, it looks kind of similar to that, but let's just imagine it's not as flat. It's more like fat vertically. So what are you showing me? A B2? Is that it? No, it's not. Wait, no, it's not that one either. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Rank and file presidential roundtables, the union shared feedback from members
So
who
it's
work
this
under the
one.
Railway Labor Act. In a roundtable discussions with Trump in January and Harris this month, neither candidate promised not to intervene to force similar RLA contracts, which undermines workers' bargaining.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Leveraging. And I think we have a video report on this. Let's see. Which one was it? Was it this one? Oh, we have some of the numbers. Let's take a look at this. Look at this. Let's look at the numbers first. And
One
we'll
of the
take a look at the
craziest
video
looking
report.
aircrafts I've ever seen.
Teamsters rank and file presidential
It's
poll
nothing but
results from
sharp
April
angles.
to September. The Teamsters Union conducted in-person straw polls and commissioned independent polling of rank and file members nationwide. Question: who should the Teamsters endorse for U.S. president in 2024? Look at the results. Biden, 44.3%. Trump, 36.3%. That's voting held between April 9th through July 3rd, 2024. Polling conducted July 24th through September 15th. Look how Trump skyrocketed, dude. Look at this. Trump was at 36.3%. RFK had a 5.6%.
Is this thing
Biden drops
than
out.
F-22?
RFK drops out, endorses Trump.
Yeah.
And look where Trump goes. 59.6%.
Yeah.
And Harris, 34%. She lost 10.3% of Biden's support. And the majority went to Trump. Look at that. Look at that. 59.6%. But we can't endorse them.
Yo, imagine at the
And
air
those
show
are
they
electronic
had the
member polls
SR-71.
conducted between
As the F-22? Yeah.
July 24th through September 15th. Here's the research phone poll, polling conducted September 9th through the 15th. Harris, 31%, Trump, 58%, undecided, 6%, don't know, 5%. Yeah, but they can't endorse Trump. Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me. Should have gone to Trump. You ask me.
Their member polling on which... John, this just in. The Teamsters are releasing the results of their member polling on which presidential candidate to back. And here it is, 31% say they support Harris compared to 58% who say they support Trump. The union typically backs Democrat candidates, but has delayed its endorsement in this contest. The union's general executive board expects to announce a decision at some point today. So take from that what you will.
Oh my, put that back.
But this was in the morning and they declined
How
to
long
endorse,
ago was
right?
that?
Up on the screen. Holy moly.
Yep.
Trump,
You
they
don't think
prefer
they'd ever,
58 to
have one
31 over
again?
Harris in the Teamsters.
Yep.
If that is the actual number and the Teamsters doesn't come out and endorse.
Awful. Dude, that's such a cool cockpit.
endorse Trump, something's wrong. Now, I remember Trump was here at the Teamsters, and then, of course, the head of the Teamsters Union addressed the Republican convention. I mean, it was a screed of complaints about how Republicans have treated union members in some places, but he still had a chance to air his views. People listened to them, and now you get results like that. That is a huge turnaround.
And then if we both
for
end
the
up
former
in
president.
the Air Force,
And that's one that's going to make a lot of political
I'll
I was
take
just
the
going to say that's making a lot
F-117.
of waves right now, and we'll see where the official endorsement goes.
Just,
It shouldn't be any
be stealthy.
surprise.
Wow.
But then again, it will be.
That's politics and it's
All right.
D.C., but wow, that is stunning. Put it up on the screen one more time.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen anything like that before. Look at that.
That is
Crazy.
incredible. So that
Remarkable.
is just in. So we'll get brand new reaction to that coming up.
And the Teamsters declined to endorse anybody. I think that just kind of lets you know where they're really at on that one. Yep. I told you guys we would play because President Trump acknowledged Liam, the little boy, with some serious health issues that Trump has been a blessing to. And Trump mentioned that tonight at the rally that he got him another great gift. And we have footage of that we need to get to. Here it is.
Backstage, but that doesn't matter because I got you the best president you'll ever have. This is the best president you'll ever have. How are you, Bob? Hi, Mom. Okay, honey, this is yours. And in there is real good stuff. Okay? So beautiful. See, look at that. Look at these great photographers. And we're gonna have that picture of a life. Okay? You and I. Is she gonna come out and watch me? Of course. Because I left the stage in order to come and say hello there. Especially you are. Okay, honey? So beautiful. So you take care of Mom and Dad? Is that your sister?
Little kid's just like, is this really Donald Trump? Holy crap.
Scared of us a lot of gray hair.
So why don't you do
That's how I would be if I was a little kid.
this? Take care of yourselves. Okay, I'm gonna go right after you. Take care of yourself, honey, okay? I wish I looked like that. If I looked like that, I'd be president.
Carefully. Can you read it? Out loud? Sure. It says, Dear Liam, happy 8th birthday. Mrs. Trump and I hope you enjoy this special occasion surrounded by the love of your family and friends. We are so encouraged by the strength and determination you have shown throughout your young life and send our love and best wishes to you as you continue to fight. Remember, you are never alone, and we are keeping you in our thoughts and prayers for continued health, for continued care and good health. May God bless you and your family. Stay strong. Sincerely. Can you tell me who signed that? He knew it was your birthday coming up? What do you say to him?
I know. I love you.
What else do you say?
Thank you.
And that's what the mainstream media does not want you to see. That's what the mainstream media does not want anyone to see. That's the side of President Trump that they need to keep hidden because he's a human being. He's a human being. Unlike these New World Order, deep state, psycho adrenochrome fiends that want to hack the genitals of children and rape them and molest them and abduct them from their parents. No. That's not Trump, dude. Unlike tampon Tim Walz, pervert Kamala Harris, based Trump. All right. Let me check. Oh, Kamala Harris is a straight up retard, dude. We'll look at that. Hold on. Just want to double check this. Way too many tabs open. Way too many tabs. Okay. Yeah, that Tucson story is wild, dude. I just tweeted it. You guys got to follow me on X at Drew H Live. You got to follow me on X at Drew H Live. Constantly dropping intel and breaking news. Yeah, okay. Speaking of leftist psychopaths, wait, actually, let me check. Okay, when does Gutfeld is in what, like 10 minutes? What time is Trump on? That's what I want to know. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? I'm trying to see right now. Sorry, guys. I do everything on the fly, man. I'm a streamer. Know what I'm saying? And not on the way you're thinking. Stream on the internet. Yeah, Gutfeld's at 10, but what time does Trump go on? Is he on the whole show, or is he doing like 30 minutes at the end? Let me see. Gutfeld coming up next. Let's see. What's Fox got going on right now? Pushing pharmaceuticals. I turn on Fox News and that's the first thing I see. Is pushing pharmaceuticals. But well, it's supposed to start in 10 minutes. We'll take a look. I don't know what.
Hey Canadians, did you know that you can convert some or all of your RRSP into physical gold and silver? And you're eligible for the same tax benefits associated with your RRSP account. That's right, no.
Check this out. Nancy Pelosi is now just straight up lying, claiming Democrats had an open primary after Joe Biden was pressured to step out of the race. She's literally claiming Democrats had an open primary. Not a single person voted for Kamala Harris.
Reportedly said you wanted
in the Democrat primaries to be president. Not a single person.
Reportedly said you wanted a sort of an open primary if Joe Biden stepped down. Did you change your mind because you saw all the excitement around Kamala Harris?
No, I didn't change my mind. We had an open primary and she won it. Nobody else got in the race because she was politically astute and.
They had an open primary.
So funny, dude.
Nobody got in the race. Yeah, because none of you would get behind anybody. She was literally selected because you guys were stuck with her because of the donation issue. All the money had to go to her because her name was on the ticket. Listen to that. They're just, wow, just rewriting history in real time.
You had reportedly said you wanted a sort of an open primary if Joe Biden stepped down. Did you change your mind because you saw all the excitement around Kamala Harris?
No, I didn't change my mind. We had an open primary and she won it. Nobody else got in the race because she was politically astute and.
Wow, there it is. We had an open primary. There's the new download for all the retarded NPCs. Democrats did have an open primary. They did. Speaking of rhetoric, did you guys see this today on C-SPAN? A Democrat caller called into C-SPAN to praise the Trump shooters. You cannot make this up. Take a look at this. They left him on just long enough to get his message out and pretended to, cut the feed.
Slidell, Louisiana. Willie, Democrat, good morning.
Good morning. I just want to say I'm a very patriotic American. I did 20 years in the military, 2 tours in Vietnam, wounded in 1966, went back in '68. And I look at myself and think about, we were supposed, as a military man, we're supposed to close with, kill, capture, destroy the enemy by all means available. And to see we let this man Trump destroy America, and I look at it and say, well, these two people have to step up and take that shot. I'm 83, nothing to lose.
I'm sorry, Willie, you're not advocating violence, are you?
Not violence. I'm talking about defending my country.
All right. Dan, in Louisville, Kentucky, independent.
I'm telling you, doesn't it feel like we're going somewhere, right? That's obviously the election, right? But doesn't it feel like we are on the verge of something really bad about to happen? You know, like World War III, they actually do blow Trump's head off. Like we're on the verge of something. Feel it every day. Feel it every day. And I'm praying, I'm asking God, you know, for peace and strength, endurance to go through whatever it is, you know, we got to go through or to expose it. But you got people calling in on C-SPAN, praising the Trump shooters. A day after Hillary Clinton is on MSNBC saying, why is the media toning it down when it comes to communicating to the general public how serious and violent of a threat Trump is? A day after, Hillary Clinton is still calling Trump a dictator. You get these people calling in on C-SPAN. Listen one more time.
And I look at myself and think about, we were supposed, as a military man, we're supposed to close with, kill, capture, destroy the enemy by all means available. And to see we let this man Trump destroy America, and I look at it and say, well, these two people have to step up and take that shot. I'm 83, nothing to lose.
I'm sorry, Willie, you're not advocating violence, are you?
Not violence. I'm talking about defending my country.
All right. Dan, in Louisville, Kentucky.
I'm surprised that they cut him. I'm surprised that they cut him, honestly. Dude, I missed this clip the other day. Have you guys seen this clip of Tim Wall's psycho wife? Have you seen this? Look at this. Dude, this has to be like, this is not normal. This body language, okay, these body movements are abnormal. This has to be like demon possession mixed with drug use, narcotics. Look at this. It's not normal, dude.
Bye-bye, Donald Trump. We are turning the page. 52 days and we are turning the page.
Look at that, dude. Look at this. Right here. This right here. What is this? What is this? This. You see this? This is like a lost of consciousness. It's bizarre, dude. Bizarre. Look at it. It's drugs, demon possession. Look at it. She like kind of loses herself. Lost. Not in control. Not in control of her body. Weird, dude. Look at this.
52 days and we are turning the page. 52 days and it is bye-bye, Donald Trump. Bye-bye, Donald Trump. We are turning the page. 52 days and we are turning the page. 52 days and it is bye-bye, Donald Trump. Bye-bye, Donald.
It's crazy how she talks to their supporters like they're literally kindergartners. Clip after clip. Look at this.
Mr. Trump, Mr. Vance, please mind your own business.
Oh my God, that was great. I got some gestures and everything in it. Let's just do it one more time. One more time. It was so good. Ready? Mr. Trump, Mr. Vance, please mind your own business.
It's a cult, dude. It's a cult, dude.
Okay, you sound like. Here we go. Mr. Trump, Mr. Vance, please mind your own business.
We're so cooked if they install these people. We really are. We are so cooked. So cooked. Kamala Harris spoke to a bunch of Latinos and Hispanics today, and she's literally rolling out the Hispanic accent now. We got Indian, we got black, we got retard, we got, you know, when she tries to sound white, whatever that means. Now we got Latina.
I love you back. I love you back.
I love you back.
I love you back.
I love you back.
I love you back.
I love you back. I love you. I love you. She's going for like some kind of like Colombian. I love you. I love. Oh my gosh. I love you. I love you so much.
I love you back.
I love you. I love you. Yeah, we're not buying that, dude. At least me. At least me. I'm not like some retarded, you know, black person. Let's go. Oh, yeah, you're one of me. You're one of me. Oh, wow. 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 Look at this pandering, dude. Pandering was insane today.
We're Bay Area. 106.1 Cameo. That was our local radio station for hip hop. We're Bay Area. 106.1 Cameo.
Oh, she.
That was our local radio station for hip hop.
Yeah, she's not doing well with Latinos, dude. That's why she's out there pandering like this. Oh, she had another zinger today, too. Did you hear this? High IQ quotes from Kamala Harris.
I grew up understanding the children of the community are the children of the community. I grew up understanding the children of the community are the children of the community. I grew up understanding the children of the community are the children of the community. I grew up understanding the children of the community are the children of the community.
Wow, profound.
I grew up understanding the children of the community are the children of the community.
Oh my God, dude. Low IQ, DEI higher, dude. Low IQ. One more. She, of course, you got to pander to the blacks, of course.
In fact, recently I was in Nevada. I'm in these streets. Let me tell you, I'm everywhere.
I'm in these streets. She.
In fact, recently I was in Nevada. I'm in these streets. Let me tell you, I'm everywhere. In fact, recently I was in Nevada. I'm in these streets. Let me tell you, I'm everywhere. In fact, recently...
Okay, we're done.
And we say bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. That's enough of Kamala Harris today. That's enough. All right. I think Gutfeld should be starting. I just want to hear from Trump. Let's see. Let's open up the feed and see where we're at. Another pharmaceutical commercial. I'm not going to promote pharmaceuticals on this channel, all right? But if you're just tuning in, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, you missed the rally. But Trump is going to be on Gutfeld tonight, and I want to watch it, so we might as well watch it all together with our coverage. Let's see, is Hannity ending? Yeah, he's ending. Yeah, I don't want to listen to CIA Hannity. I'm good. I'm good on that. Doing his final little monologue. Final little monologue. Whoa, what just happened? Here we go. Gutfeld. Okay. Let's see if Trump is on immediately.
Thank you. All right. First of all, I would like to apologize to tonight's audience and the viewers at home. We will not be airing the Steve Ducey cooking segment tonight. We apologize to Mr. Ducey, but you'll still be able to get his new book, Cooking with Crisco, for free. Instead, we have a very special show tonight, so let's welcome our guest. She's still quite humorous with a fetus in her uterus. New York Times best-selling author, Fox contributor, Captain.
Don't care. Where's Trump?
She's from San Francisco, but still appreciates indoor plumbing. Co-host of Outnumbered, Emily Campagno.
Don't care. Where's Trump?
His deltoid can deflect an asteroid. New York
Why
Times
is this
bestselling
just
author,
like a
comedian,
dark
and former
screen
heavyweight
now?
world champion, Tyrus.
Don't care. Where's Trump?
And he loves Diet Coke.
Let's
but hates the
go!
woke. Choosing this insanity over Sean Hannity. Let's crank it up to 11 for President 45 and 47. The man.
Let's
Oh, this is
go!
different. This is not Lego.
Donald J. Trump.
How's that audio, guys?
There you go.
Trump teleported. He teleported to Gutfeld.
So, Mr. P, how's your golf game?
Well, haven't been thinking about it too much lately. I always said golf is a very dangerous game.
It really is. It really is, especially if they're playing with you.
Yeah, that's true. That's
What? That was a mean
sad.
joke.
Pretty sad.
Did you? If they had told you that the
One
shooter
run
was
better.
there, would you have tried to take him out with your 3-wood?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. If I knew. Actually, the Secret Service did a great job. They saw the barrel of a gun, big gun,
Yeah.
and it came out through bushes. And how many people would see that? First, he really was very exceptional to have done it. And we've been going through a lot of it. We're getting very good at it, but I don't want to say that too loudly because we don't want to bring any jinxes along, Tyrus. Right? But it's
It is.
I mean, at least he could have yelled 4.
This is not a good thing to have practice at.
No.
Like, you're getting really good at stopping assassinations of Donald Trump. It's great. But I want to ask you, so Kamala Harris and the president, Joe Biden, if he's still president, we don't know. They called you after you were you got shot at and to wish you well, to say all these nice things.
They did.
But they're the same people that moments before say you're a threat to democracy, an existential threat, worse than Hitler. Does that mean that everything they say is full of
Yes.
Well, both of the shooters, one is dead and the other one is in prison. And it was really great work, again, by Secret Service. And a woman who saw somebody running and running for the car because he was caught, and the Secret Service agent started shooting at him, didn't do any talking, said just, that's a barrel of a gun, started shooting, which was amazing. That he saw it, and then he started shooting. And so this man is running to the car, and a woman, of course, woman's always a woman, right?
We just found out, yeah.
No, but think about that. How smart. Who would do this? She sees somebody running, and she didn't like the way he looked. He looked very suspicious, and followed him and took the car, parked it right behind his, and started taking pictures of the license plate. Who would do that?
a Karen?
And then sent the picture to the sheriff, who's a great sheriff of Palm Beach County, and sent the pictures to the sheriff's office, and they got him in a high-speed chase down the highway.
Yeah.
But who would do that? I mean, I said, out of 1,000 incidents, would that ever happen? And they said, very rarely a thing like that. So she's very much of a heroine, right? Heroine.
Yeah. You know, it blows my mind, like how you take these events so, not lightly, but it's almost casually. The way, like, I get more angry, when my pant pocket gets caught on a doorknob. I get angrier about that than you get angry about getting shot at. It doesn't. How do you process that?
Well, number one, do I have a choice?
Yeah.
Right? What am I gonna do? Right?
Yeah.
Do we have a choice? But it's interesting. I was thinking a lot about it over the last period of time since Butler, and being president is a very dangerous job, because with a race car driver, that's a dangerous job. It's like 0.1% die. With a bull rider, I think bull riding looks pretty scary, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more than that die. With a president, what is it, 6% or 7%? It's the most dangerous profession there is. So if you want to be president, I have a lot of friends that wanted to run. They're thinking about maybe not doing it. But here's the only good thing is that
Wonder who.
it's always a consequential president that gets shot at. And fortunately, so far, I've been very lucky. Or it's the most dangerous profession there is. So if you want to be president, I have a lot of friends that wanted to run. They're thinking about maybe not doing it. But here's the only good thing is that
Wonder who.
it's always a consequential president that gets shot at. And fortunately, so far, I've been very lucky. Or something is greater than all of us.
Ooh.
Something is up there. Someone is up there, maybe watching over us.
I think he's voting for you.
Yeah. It's funny. I always thought the most dangerous job was feeding The View. But you bring up God. You bring up God, and you've almost been killed twice. Do you think more about your own mortality and what happens after you move on?
Yeah, not about mortality, but I do think more about God because,
wow.
Okay, Butler was really the greatest of all miracles. If I'm not looking over there, and I mean a full turn, exactly 90 degrees, I wouldn't be here right now, and your ratings would be a little bit lower, perhaps.
Yeah. We'd have Kilmeade there.
We have to tell the story of how we first met. The ratings over. Remember that one week he just played that thing, but I do think about that because the chart. It was basically an immigration chart. We had our lowest numbers that we've ever had in immigration, and I very rarely use it. Maybe 15, 20%. It's always on my left, and it's always at the end of a speech. So now I said, bring down the chart right at the very beginning, almost like the first sentence of the speech. Bring down that chart because immigration's such a big thing now with, our country being basically taken over by Venezuela and lots of other people. So I said, bring down the chart, and the chart drops down, and I go, look at those numbers, and I look over to the right, and ping, and that was not, I knew something was definitely wrong, and it was a mess. I touched, I said, that's unusual.
Do you remember when you showed it to me?
I showed it.
Yeah, you showed it to me. You said, I know people aren't going to believe this, so Gutfeld, take a look at my ear.
That's right. We met at the convention.
Yeah.
And I said, who am I going to show it to? We have a lot of guys. They'll say it didn't exist. And I actually did have such confidence in him, and he's really a very special guy, talented guy, good guy, great guy. And I said, if I'm going to show it, let's do it with Gutfeld.
Yes.
And
that's amazing. It was amazing.
Because it happened right after.
Yeah, how did you get him to see the top of your ear?
Well, I sat in a low chair.
Okay, thank you.
But you know what? It was true. And I took the bandages off very carefully.
Yeah.
And I showed him. He said, "That's nasty."
Yes.
That was nasty.
I like Trump in this setting.
I wanted to touch it, but I knew I would have been tackled. And I would have enjoyed it. But it's interesting to see the response to this second attempt. Every time you're under a bigger threat, the media still blames you even more.
Yeah.
It's almost as though they don't see their own role in this. What do you make? Have you just basically accepted this as a fact?
I think so, yeah. Look, the media is extremely dishonest, extremely corrupt, actually. Look at the debate. I walked off, I said, that's debate. They said I'm the GOAT in debates, because I had a lot a debates, and I became president. And the GOAT means greatest of all time.
All right.
He's a GOAT. But what a great stage. And I walked off that stage, and I thought I had the best debate. And I was very unfairly treated by the anchor. I'm not fans of those guys anymore. And his hair was better 5 years ago than it is now. Okay? That happens. That happens with the clock.
I mean, who among us?
That happens with the clock. But, they came at me on everything like crime.
Yeah.
I said, the crime is rampant. He said, crime is down. I said, crime is down? Who would think it's... Without even knowing, and I was right. The following day, DOJ announced numbers. I don't know who it was in DOJ, but somebody over there likes me. That crime is up 45%, murders up, numbers like you wouldn't even believe. And anybody would know that without even seeing charts. But it turned out to be a false attack. They attacked the bloodbath. That was referring to the auto industry. Right. You know all these things.
Yeah.
Charlottesville was totally debunked by everybody, including Laura. Laura did a whole show on it, how it's so ridiculous.
And even Snopes, which is a left-wing
That's right.
site.
They even said.
Yeah.
But all of them, and they didn't
correct her once, and they corrected me everything I said practically. And I think 9 times or 11 times. And the audience was absolutely, they went crazy. And the real, I thought it was, I walked off, I said, that was a great debate. I loved it. You know, you got a lot of people watch. I guess we had 75 million people watching, something like that. And you have to do well. You can't do badly. For instance, Biden didn't do so well in the previous debate because I had the 2 debates. I had one. We actually had 2 debates. You know, I had one against a man, and then they said, he's not doing well, take him out, put in a new one. And if she doesn't do well, I wonder if they're going to take her out. Just keep putting it. Let's see if we can get it right eventually. No, but a thing like that's never happened before. It's never,
I got an assembly line of retards.
He knows more about fighting, but I love the fighting. We love Dana White, all those guys. Dana is great.
Well, your
right?
history in boxing is second to none.
I've more Mike Tyson fights than anybody. Yep. Mike is great, and they're all great. And they're, you know, amazing people, really. It's a very hard thing to be a fighter. Number one, you have to be able to take hundreds of shots to the face within a couple of rounds and enjoy going out for the 5th round.
Yes.
You know, there aren't a lot of guys. A lot of great athletes have tried to be fighters. It doesn't work out so well. Very rarely does it work out. But this was something that was a very special moment. I thought this was a tremendous debate. And when you look at it, you know, it's interesting. Now that they're reviewing it, it was all word salad from her. The first question, I said, what kind of an answer is that? But the fake news said, oh, she did well. No matter what you do, if I were Winston Churchill, he was a great debater, by the way, and an elegant debater, if I were Winston Churchill, they would say, well, he was okay, but he wasn't special tonight. That was the kind of stuff.
You were exactly the same as the previous debate. That's what, if you look at it, there was... I think
so.
Yeah, there was no difference.
I actually wanted that attitude. You know, I've had different attitudes, right? Yeah. And you never know about debate. It's a little like Mike Tyson said. He said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And there's a lot of truth to that, right?
No, yeah. I mean, you walked in, you caught 3 before you even said hello to you.
Well, I mean, I had people telling me that I'm wrong about things where I'm totally right. I was right about just about all of that stuff that they were correcting me. And I think my only regret is that I wanted to be elegant and I didn't want to go after the anchors. I wish I did, in a way.
Yes. Well, that's our job. We took care of them. We got
All right, we got to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with more from the future president, Donald Trump.
All righty. This is good.
Society.
This is good. I like Trump in this setting. Obviously, you know, you guys know me. I'm big on humor. I'm big on just humor's healing. You know what I mean? It's humor has a way. Humor's kind of like a Trojan horse. You know what I mean? It really is. Like if you got big ideas or you got a big message, whatever, you dress it in humor, people tend to accept it more. And that's what I do on this show. I mean, this show is just kind of like whatever. I just go live, and I guess this is what we're doing. But it reminds me of just, you know, the days where comedy was allowed. Right now, comedy's not allowed. And I like to see Trump in that kind of setting where it's not super serious. You're allowed to laugh. You're allowed to have joking, stupid conversations. To me, that brings out the most and best authenticity, especially when it comes to somebody like Trump. I mean, he's always going to be a showman, but I love this kind of stuff because you could see Trump just, it's like, is this what it would be like if we're all just hanging out for like Thanksgiving? You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of content I really like. I really enjoy those types of settings. I mean, I love serious interviews. There's times to be really serious, and but you know, this show is just kind of all over the place. But it's good to see Trump in that type of element, to be comfortable and talking about the seriousness of the assassinations, but at the same time having the ability to laugh and joke. I mean, I don't view Greg Gutfeld is like the funniest person ever. He's not like a top tier comedian. You know, when you put him next to guys like Dave Chappelle or Theo Von. Dude, Theo Von's one of my favorite comedians, dude. it's just not my style, I'm more of like a dark humor, just straight to the neck. You know what I mean? Just boom, just saying it. Totally politically incorrect, holding nothing back. That's what I love, but it's good to see Trump in this kind of environment, for sure. But they're in a commercial break right now. I'm wondering if he's going to do the whole hour. I mean, we'll watch it. It's always good to hear from Trump. It's election season. I always want to amplify his message because there's a bunch of undecided people out there that are making decisions. Early voting has started, but most undecided voters are independents. Not independents. I would say more like normie voters. They'll make a decision the next couple weeks and then vote in November. But for all of you biggos out there, I encourage every single one of you guys, if you're going to vote, vote early. If you're going to vote, vote early. I am voting early. My wife and I, we are voting early. There will be a lot of election shenanigans, telling you. Especially in Arizona. They did it in 2022. I think that's how they stole it from Kerry Lake. Cause problems at the voting centers. Have like massive lines that will take 2 hours just to go and vote. Expect people that have, in this generation, the patience of a goldfish. They just leave and say, forget it, whatever. I guess I'm not voting this year. They use those types of tactics. For sure. Are we back? No, not yet. Yeah, it'll be cool to see Trump do the whole hour. All right, we're back.
Celebs can't quit Donald Trump. Roll it.
Have you thought about the possibility he might use the power of the federal government against you personally?
Yeah, I have, but I'm comforted in the fact that he's coming after you first.
Clooney should get out of politics and go back to television.
I will if he does.
I don't hate the guy. I hate the people who vote for him. I think they're stupid. I don't think I do. I'll be honest with you. I have no respect for you.
You could be president. Do you ever think about anything like that?
No.
Really, never?
No.
Why?
I wouldn't make a good president.
You don't think you'd be good?
I wouldn't really pass any of the things that you have to pass to, but I guess Trump did it.
Yeah, no.
Black Epstein. Blackmail, that's why.
Well, that didn't age well.
That did not age well.
So, Mr. Trump, the thing that I think my theory is that famous people don't like it when their fame is put in proper perspective, when it's dwarfed by somebody with more fame. So they prefer to be on the hierarchy of fame. They want to be on top. I notice a lot of these guys, it's an emotional response to the fact that you're bigger, more well-known. Does that make sense?
Well, I know some of them, and like Howard, I was on Howard Stern's show as much as anybody, and he was great at that time, and then he went woke.
Yeah.
And since he's gone woke, his ratings have gone down the tubes, and he sort of went anti-Trump for a couple of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I was on his show a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, he has a best of. Did you ever see the best of Howard Stern? I don't want to promote it necessarily, but and I was there for just about all of them. The best of. We had good shows. He was good, but he's changed, and he doesn't do the ratings anymore.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to. He's almost finished. Kat, do you remember Howard Stern?
No, but you've been on every show. I mean, you've been on TV a lot.
A lot of shows.
I mean, would you rule out? I'm not saying now, but would you ever rule out doing reality TV again? Like, what about hosting Love Island?
I think so. I had The Apprentice for 12 years.
Oh,
14 seasons, but 12 years, a lot of time. They wanted to renew me for 5 years. They were all set to do it, and I didn't want to do it. I said I wanted to run for president. Mark Burnett, who's a great guy, and the producer and all of the people from NBC, everybody came up to see me to talk me out of running. They said it's not possible to win. Nobody's ever done that. I mean, and nobody ever gives up primetime show. It was a big hit, and they wanted to do a 5-year extension. I said no. That's actually when I knew I was going to do it. And I mean, I love doing The Apprentice. It was so successful. The big question is, did it make a difference? Would I have been president? A lot of people say They created this guy from The Apprentice, and I don't know if that's true because they chose me because of the, you know, the
I
success.
think it was your chemistry with Bret Michaels.
Yeah. Bret Michaels was a character. We had great characters.
Yes.
And we learned a lot about, I mean, we had Dennis Rodman was great.
Oh, he was fantastic.
And we had tremendous characters on the show. We had a lot of, I mean, everybody was helped basically by being on The Apprentice. But I just wanted to do it. I saw what was happening with the country. The country was going bad. And now what they've done with the border and the wall and the whole thing, they could have built an extra 200 miles. I built much more than I said I was going to build, and it worked. I had the Mexican government giving us 28,000 troops. We had so many Mexican troops, they had no choice. They had to. Otherwise, I said, I'm going to put tariffs on your cars that you stole from. You know, they stole 32% of our car industry, okay, you know, which is not, we'll get it back. Don't worry about it. But, you know, I really felt I wanted to do it because we can make our country. The Make America Great Again is such a great MAGA, is such a great tag. And I watched Biden where he was very angry at MAGA. He said, we've got to stop MAGA. And I'm saying, it's Make America Great Again. You know, it sort of doesn't work so well, right? Make America Great Again. And that's what we'll do. If you think of it, we have 21, I believe it's 21. They say 16, but what difference? I mean, it's a lot of people, more people than any country could sustain. 21 million people, many come out of jails and prisons, slight difference between one being a little bit more harsh. They come out of mental institutions and insane asylums. They come out of terrorist schools. They come literally out of schools, but they're terrorists. We have people coming from gangs, the worst gangs in the world, MS-13, considered the meanest gang. They cut people up. They don't want to use guns. They attacked two young 16-year-old beautiful girls walking to school. They cut them up with a knife. They didn't want to shoot them because it wasn't painful. They both died. And these people are coming out into our country. And now you look at what's happening in, like, Aurora in Colorado. Venezuelan gangs are taking over the real estate. They're becoming real estate developers. And they have...
Do they get little cards?
They have whatever they want.
You know, like a little real estate card?
Yeah, yeah. They have their little card is a bullet.
Yes.
Mr. President, can I ask you a question? With talking about the border, not just all the young military-age men that are coming across this country, the fentanyl that's coming across this country.
Terrible.
If you were in office, would you consider taking importation of fentanyl as a terrorist act? Because if you count it under terrorism, then our Department of Defense can get involved. We give our law enforcement a break.
Correct. Well, and you can even go further than that.
Yeah, I mean, you could send pictures of their mansions to certain individuals in Mexico.
And by the way, these are really rich people. These are the cartel people. These are really rich. Look, we can play games, and we can be nice, and we can be smart. You're never going to, I set up blue ribbon committees. Friends of mine, could I get on the committee? They didn't know the first thing about it. They don't know about El Chapo. They don't know about, these are very smart, hardened people. And, you know, I'm setting up a blue ribbon committee with socialites from New York and California. It's ridiculous. And they don't even want to talk about it. They talk about it for 2 minutes, then they start talking about society. The only way you're going to stop this is the death penalty for drug dealers. I don't know if this country is ready for it, but if you think about it, each drug dealer on average kills 500 people, on average. He or she, drug dealer, kills five. I know so many families who have lost a son or a daughter, or parents even,